Jacob Hiller, performance enhancement coach and certified personal trainer.
So we have a question from Mr. Ben Wilson. Thanks for the follow-up. I have a group of 15 to 16 AAU team that I've been coaching for the last 4 years. I'm always looking for new ways to keep them grounded, informed, and engaged. I feel that we as coaches can overcomplicate the process a lot, so I like to keep things simple and structured with a flair of fun in my practice. Then really take the practice into the games. Any advice would be humbled to receive. Okay, so if I'm working with teams, and obviously kids are different. I mean, depending, you say your kids are 15 to 16. So a lot of your kids, like if you're with the younger kids, it's almost all got to be fun because they're even developing a love for the game. They're developing a desire to better themselves at 15 to 16. But at the younger ages, they're just developing, love of the game, trying to enjoy it. And so, but for your kids, some of them are going to be quite serious, and they're all going to want to be bettering their skills. They're not just looking for playtime like the younger kids. So what I recommend doing is making it a competition out of it. For example, what I'll do is I'll have lists where you can test your vertical and your name can go on a list. Some of the exercises too, so everyone see what everyone's doing, can cheer on everyone for going up the levels, and all those lists relate to their progress as an athlete. So you can have days where you do testing, and the testing is kind of a fun process. What I would do is I'd put them all in stations. If you have the weights too, you blow the whistle and they switch to the next station, and they're kind of challenging one another and challenging themselves with their personal best. So for the training portion, I find that using the competition and using stations that everybody rotates can make it go fast, can make it seem a little fun, can keep them engaged because they're trying to beat each other and they're also trying to beat their personal best. So obviously training is not always fun per se. The game can be fun, scrimmaging, playing different drills can be fun, and you can make fun of that. But I find the way to keep them engaged in the actual training process is to have them challenge themselves, have them beat themselves, and have a real sense of progress. Because if they just go to the gym and train, and then leave, they never have this sense of like, I moved up. So each exercise we do, when you level up on it, your athleticism and your jumping ability is going to level up. So each exercise is very specific. That's why it's fun to have them say, hey, here's what your best was. Can you beat this time? At each one, and also within the group. Or you can even have teams, and the amount of total improvement for one team against another team is another way to do it. So hope that's generated some ideas on how to structure the training for the group and maybe how to keep it a little more interesting. And again, if there was a previous question that I answered that the same kind of thing applies. If you don't have time to take your team through the entire thing, I would check out the question by David Farnsworth that I recently answered, where I talked about the most important exercises to do. That way, if you can't work the entire program in, you can at least do those. So if you are not having your team at least do our best vertical jump exercise, you can get that below. It's a free guide that shows what our very best vertical jump exercise, and that would be a great one to have your kids do, and then couple that with some strength and some plyometrics. If you have the jump manual, I would definitely use the exercises that we have in there, as they're very specifically targeted. So we'll talk to you soon. Let me know if you have more questions.